Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to put a review up on the channel for a movie me and BDG Reviews did a commentary for. We actually double featured this with American Guinea Pig Blood Shock, and a pretty intense double feature. But this came out in, I want to say, looking for a date, 2015. And this was the first entry in the American spin-off of the Guinea Pig series made by Stephen Biro and Unearthed Films, and I'm a pretty big fan of Unearthed Films. I've been watching a lot of their films as of recently, but this one was definitely one of my favorites. I like Flowers a little bit better. Flowers is still the strongest Unearthed film I've seen, but this was a really good one. It's basically a fake snuff film essentially, and Eight the Chosen One, who's a reviewer, used to be a reviewer on YouTube. He plays this guy, the actor he's credited as, and a couple of his buddies. They're basically just making a snuff film. They abduct these two women, and what follows is them just dismembering this. The first body is essentially like a remake of Flowers of Flesh and Blood, pretty much doing the same kind of things to that body. And then the second body of the person they abduct, they do like more brutal stuff. I mean, they're sawing into them, cutting, snapping bones with, forget what they're called, but like loppers, and just like they're putting cigarettes out and eyeballs, and it was just like a really brutal, mean-spirited movie. This is definitely, if you're a gore hound, you definitely want to check this out, because this is literally just an hour and 10-15 minutes of just straight gore. There's not really any story at all. Like, you see the abduction in the first like 5 minutes, and then the rest is literally just them, torturing these two people, and they're drugging them so they're awake during the whole thing. But it's not like they're screaming or anything like that because they're drugged and all that. But yeah, it's a really brutal, mean-spirited movie. It's shot in like 8mm and 16mm, I think. So you're getting two different camera views, and it's really gritty purposefully. But yeah, man, this is definitely intense to sit through. If you have a queasy stomach or you don't do gore real well, this definitely isn't the movie for you. But if you love the Guinea Pig series and stuff like Aftermath, or just really you want the shocking movies in your collection, or just a little portion of stuff that are just shocking, you definitely want this in your collection. Because if you want to shock somebody, this is definitely what you would throw on. It's more brutal to me than Bloodshot, which I'll review in the next day or two on this channel. But yeah, this is a brutal movie. The effects look amazing. I mean, there's a few shots, like very few, like one or two that look, you could tell they're fake. But other than that, they're pretty legit looking. And all the effects are done actually by Marcus Cook, who directed 100 Tears, and he directed Bloodshock and Fell and Rot, and he's a pretty cool dude. He in the indie scene, he's definitely an effects master for sure. Yeah, I can't recommend this one enough. It's really dark. I'm super glad to have it in my collection. I know it's pretty pricey. I think it's like 25 bucks or whatever everywhere, but it's definitely worth it given the packaging. I mean, you get this 3-disc deluxe package, dope artwork. I mean, back of it, get some gore scenes if I could get it on there. But yeah, really awesome movie, loaded with features. It's got commentary with Marcus Cook and Stephen Biro, commentary with Jim Van Beber and Stephen Biro, and I think he's the editor, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the editor. The making of Bouquet of Guts and Gore, special effects, behind the scenes, pre-production, interviews with the editor, director of Deadbeat at Dawn and the Manson Family. That's pretty cool. President of Ultraviolent Magazine, an interview with him. Interview with the effects guru Marcus Cook, and pre-production on-set still gallery. Trading card gallery. I didn't look at that, but this sounds pretty cool. 12-page booklet, which is really cool. It goes into the history of Guinea Pig and how Unearthed Films acquired the rights, and how Stephen Biro pretty much started Unearthed Films, and really interesting read. A CD soundtrack, which I did listen to, and it's literally just like droning sounds and stuff. It does create a pretty creepy atmosphere, but it's not something you're going to throw in on the CD player and just jam every day, But and then Perdition Temple, a music video from them. I didn't watch it, but and there's a trailer, so it is pretty loaded. It's, I'll open the whole thing for you. It's 3 discs, pretty dope. It's just, yeah, if you have an unearthed film or shocking film collection, definitely pick this up. I can't recommend it enough. I actually did like it better than Bloodshock. So look for the Bloodshock review the next day or two. I don't really know what to score it because it's not something I'm going to throw on anytime soon. Like, I'm glad to have it, but there's not really a story. It's not, you know, it's really hard to rate something like that. It's more just for like the shock value, you know. It's just cool to have in the collection, and I am excited for. I know they're doing American Guinea Pig Song of Solomon, which I'm really hyped for. It looks straight up my alley, and they're doing American Guinea Pig Sacrifice, which comes out a month later, which I'm really hyped for, and I think that's all they got planned, which is fine, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll do a review for Bloodshock in the next day or two. Definitely an interesting title. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.